Assalamualaikum Dr. Arif. My group and I will present about the challenge and solution in the agriculture industry from the perspective of supply chain logistics. Before we start the presentation, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Nurul Azlin binti Muhammad Syarul.
Hi, my name is Najha binti Muhammad Nasir.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Mustaqimah binti Ismail.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Najiba binti Gulam Hassan.
Agriculture, or also known as farming, can be defined as the practice of farming in the field of cultivation and livestock. Agriculture is a major development to resurrect an inactive human civilization where domesticated breeding species can create food surplus for the people living in the city. This presentation will be focusing on the challenges and solutions faced by the agriculture industry as well as its supply chain management. I want to present about the first challenge faced by agriculture industry and the solution to overcome it. The common challenge that faced by agriculture industry is poor storage and processing facilities. Farm products are easily rotten and damaged if they do not have a good storage place. So, price for farm products fall badly because farmers are offered to be marketed immediately. In addition, farmers were not given educated reward for their work because the price of farm product dropped possibly. So, basically, to cope with the challenge of food storage and processing facilities, there are many storage methods that have been traditionally practiced by farmers. One of them is to build traditional granaries using local material entirely. Furthermore, underground storage is also practiced for some countries. In addition, the storage and preservation of farm produce can also be placed in the storage warehouse. It is a place that can store agriculture produce in large quantities, and it is generally owned and operated by agriculture produce marketing companies. But in most countries, warehouse storage facilities are government owned. So, the provision of storage and processing facilities such as barns, shelter millers, grader and etc. should be undertaken by the government to meet the objective of food security. I will pass to the next presenter.
I will explain second challenges in the agriculture industry in supply chain of transportation in rural areas. When it comes to transportation in rural areas, food loss is one of the first challenges. Delay might occur when vehicles become stuck in mud and have a negative impact on the quality of food such as vegetables, fish, tea and milk. Thus can incur substantial losses if they are late reaching in the marketplace. Second, the first mile of agriculture transportation from farmer harvest to secondary roadways is the most expensive and presents the most challenges to the growth of agriculture in rural regions. First mile movements often include moving crops by people, for example, headlot or backlot or IMTS such as non-motorized or animal transport. Therefore, the government and other stakeholders should take immediate action to repair roads so that farmers can transport their goods to more lucrative markets in good shape and at a lower cost as a way to help them improve their living standards. Besides, it is addressing low demand densities. Creating a rural market system is a good idea when the opportunity arises. As a general rule, the market should be located in an area that is easily accessible to the local community through intermediary transportation. Animal traction, power burners and tractors can be used from farm work and transported using appropriate multi-purpose power sources that should be promoted by Department of Agriculture, which is USDA. That's all from me. Okay, I will pass to the next presenter.
One of the challenges that agriculture sector face is disruption from climate change, which affects not only certain countries but also significantly different among countries, regions and areas within the country. Weather changes raise the probability of short-term crop failures and long-term output declines. The weather events can impact the food production shock which also affects food prices, imports and exports of an organization. Extreme floods and hot weather in Malaysia have interrupted the growth of crops, which may lower crop output to supply and may result in the complete loss of agricultural land. So, based on my reading, weather change causes productivity to decline as natural disasters, drought, rainfall, and sun radiation have a negative impact on agricultural productivity, which affects the growth of the crops and delays the time frame of the crop cycle. So, for the solution, technological developments such as artificial intelligence (AI) are important to forecast how environmental factors such as weather changes will disrupt crop yields, so benefiting farmers in making informed harvest plans and getting early warning system. For instance, sources like solar panels and wind turbines can help to update the weather information. Also, other AI could also assist farmers to shield crops and against excessive sunlight or rain, as well as fix water lock-in issues. So with the assistance of robots and machines, it can help labor in harvesting crops to minimize post-harvest losses. So robots can work with firms to forecast the weather, hence technological adaptation can help agricultural farmers adapt to climate change in the long run. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Nadia, so now let me present the last challenge in agriculture industry. So the challenge that agriculture industry face nowadays is a slow adoption of new technology for agriculture use. So for your information, agriculture industry is one of the sector that contribute a lot in country's economy, including our country Malaysia. But there are still fews lacking in our agriculture industry, which is our country was lag behind in contrast to the other countries that already practice modern agriculture, or we call as a smart farming, since years ago. So the factors why our country is slow in adoption of the new technology, firstly, because lack of talent in handling the technologies and nobody are expert in use of the new technology. So moreover, the lack of exposure also one of the factors why we still not advanced in agriculture activity. Also, our country doesn't get enough funds to develop the high technologies because nor investor willing to invest in our country. So this is because they feel lack of confidence to invest when Malaysia is deficient in various aspects, and they assume our country cannot give a higher return of investment to them. So this also they refuse to invest because we still rarely to do a research about this new technology and do not have a proper paperwork that can give full confidence to them to invest and develop together the new technologies in agriculture. In every challenge happen, of course, there will be a solution. So here the solution to overcome the challenge that mentioned earlier about the slow adoption of new technology. Firstly, the government or private sector can provide a training to the farmers, especially about how to use, develop, and implement the technology in their daily agriculture activity. This is because will give a good benefits to them and the industry as well. So, but this training also need to be observed by the party who's handle to ensure they constantly practice it. In other hand, doing a lot of research to make the investor more confident to invest in our country, to make our country more advanced in using the technology of agriculture industry. With the research paperwork, probably we can approach more local or international investor to contribute fund in developing a new technology in our country. I think that's all from me. I will pass this presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
So thank you, Najiba. So for the conclusion, a clear long-term plan to solve the issues must be undertaken as the agriculture sector is considered part of an interconnected value chain at the heart of our economy, being the largest contributor to the national economy while offering essential services to society. According to above findings and research, the agricultural sector has faced various issues and challenges that result in lower productivity and difficulties in supply chain logistics. So the challenges can be addressed, and the recommendation have been proposed for the industry to keep everything flowing smoothly. So that is all from our group, and we would like to say thank you to Dr. Arif for watching this video.